Law requires the driver and all passengers to wear a seatbelt at all times while travelling. The camper is longer and higher than a standard car, so please be aware of the bigger dimensions and weight when driving. Remember to allow extra space when turning. On the windscreen there are stickers that remind you of the camper height, length and maximum speed allowed when driving. Make sure you are aware of the height of your camper and avoid any low clearance bridges, car parks and gantries. When you open the passenger side door, you will have access to refill your fuel tank. Make sure you use the correct fuel. This vehicle runs off diesel. There is an AdBlue filler on the driver's side of this camper. You won't need to fill this up, but if a light referring to AdBlue appears on the dash, please call our on-road care team for further advice. Let's take a closer look at the Iveco driver's cab. The headlight control is on the stalk to the left side of the steering wheel. The windscreen wiper and indicator arm is to the right. The gear lever is located here. The middle position is neutral. To put the vehicle in drive, with your foot on the brake, push the gear stick to the left and then down. The upper position is reverse. To put the vehicle in park, shift the gear stick back to the neutral position and push the P button at the top of the gear shift lever. This camper features a key start ignition. To start the engine, insert the key into the ignition. Make sure your foot is on the brake and engage the gear in park or neutral. Turn the key slowly to the right until all dash lights appear. Wait until the glow light turns off. Turn the key further right and start the engine. If the vehicle doesn't start, turn the key back to the original position. Remove the keys from the ignition, check the gear is in park or neutral, and with your foot on the brake, start the vehicle again. If the vehicle still doesn't start, it may have a flat battery. Contact the on-road care team for further help. If your handbrake looks like this, you have a standard handbrake. To engage the handbrake, lift the handle upwards and listen for a ratchet sound. The handbrake light will appear on the dash. To release the handbrake, lift gently upwards and depress the button at the same time, pushing it back toward the floor. Make sure the handbrake light is off on the dash. If your handbrake looks like this, you have a collapsible handbrake. If you can move the handbrake freely without the ratchet sound, it is already engaged. Check the handbrake light is illuminated on the dash. To release the handbrake, bring it to the up position, lift gently upwards and depress the button at the same time, pushing it back toward the floor. Make sure the handbrake light is off on the dash. To engage the handbrake, lift the handle upwards and listen for a ratchet sound. The handbrake light will appear on the dash. If you have a camper with front swivel seats, the collapsible handbrake needs to be down so it doesn't get damaged. Make sure the handbrake is fully engaged before lowering it. Make sure the front cabin air conditioner is set to between 22 and 24 degrees with a medium speed fan to achieve optimum performance of the unit. Setting it too low may cause the unit to freeze. This camper is fitted with a reversing camera which will show on the screen when in reverse. Always have someone guiding you when reversing or parking. This camper also features GPS navigation to help you get around with ease.
Please drive to highlighted route.
This camper is fitted with the standard Iveco media system that you can connect your smartphone to via Bluetooth and access phone calls and music. There are USB ports located above next to the screen. Don't forget to take regular rest breaks. We don't recommend driving at dusk or nighttime. When parking up for the night, ensure the vehicle is in park, P, with the handbrake engaged. Then turn the ignition off. Always remove the key from the ignition when parked up. Do not use the internal walk-through after switching off the engine. Ensure you exit the vehicle with keys in hand through the driver's side door and lock the driver's cab so the vehicle fully switches off. This will avoid a flat battery in the morning. On the front of the key tag are the camper details, and on the back is the phone number for the on-road care team. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they are there if you experience any issues with your camper, whether it's mechanical or house-related.